Good day, everyone. At this moment, we are going to discuss the sketching the crime scene and the evidence, of course, no? So, ano nga ba ang sketching class? At ano ang pinagkaiba ng sketch sa sketching? Pag sinabi nating sketch, this is the graphic representation of the scene, while sketching refers to the process of recording of information with respect to its location, position, the measurement, orientation, and details of finding in the sketch. No? So, it means na yung sketch ay yung tapos na. It is the graphic representation of the scene. While the sketching, it is the process of recording. No? So, meron tayong two general kinds of sketch. We have the rough sketch and we have also the finished sketch. Pag sinabi nating rough sketch, it is a sketch made by the investigator at the crime scene. No? And this rough sketch, this is his basis to the number 2 general kind of sketch, and that is the finished sketch. And usually, the finished sketch is a sketch made for court presentation. Kasi sa finished sketch, dyan mo na makikita yung every angulo niya na maganda, presentableng ipinakita kay judge sa korte. May mga scale of proportion siya, may mga measurement, drawing ng katawan ng biktima, o kaya ay drawing ng crime scene. No? So, yan yung purpose ng finished sketch. It is for court presentation. Paano naman kung ganito ang tanong, class? Kindly answer this if this is rough sketch or finished sketch. It is a sketch made by the investigator at the crime scene for court presentation. Okay, what is your answer? Kindly comment your answer at sasagutin ko yan after I will read your answer. Okay, so ano ba yung reason of making sketch? Of course, ang main reason natin bakit tayo gumagawa ng sketch, this is to refresh the memory of the investigator. Maliban sa meron tayong photograph, the art of photographing the crime scene, meron pa rin tayong sketch. In the absence of sketch, photograph might do. Vice versa also, in the absence of photograph, sketch also can do. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, na kung walang photographer, example lang ito, walang available na photographer, meron naman na tayong sketch. Okay? Kung wala rin tayong sketcher, walang magaling mag-drawing, okay na yung photographer or yung photograph o yung picture. Kaya nga, sir, paano kung wala yung dalawa? Hindi pwedeng wala ang dalawa. Remember that, class. Mas maganda na meron yung dalawa. Merong photographer at meron tayong sketcher. Yun naman talaga ang proseso niyan sa crime scene investigation. And this is also to assist in questioning of witness and suspect. Halimbawa, papakita mo yung picture. Okay, ito ba, kilala mo ba ang taong ito? Ito bang nandito sa sketch na kutsilyo? Ito ba yung ginamit mo? O kaya ay baril? Ito ba yung ginamit mo ginamit mo para patayin yung victim? Di ba? So that is the reason of making sketch. Now, let's proceed to the parts of sketch. Meron tayong title, Of course, in a bond paper, parang sa bond paper niyan, sa baba niya, dapat sana sa activity, dapat meron kayong activity. Ito sana gawin niyo class activity. You are going to make a crime scene sketch. So, sundan niyo lang itong parts of sketch na ito. Sa baba niya, sa taas niya, yun yung pinaka-crime scene. Okay? Tapos sa baba niya, meron niyang title. Ano yung title? That refers to the what crime committed. Ano ba yan? Is that homicide? Is that vehicular accident? Okay, so ilalagay nyo lang doon, no? Is that hanging, drowning, no? Kung robbery, kung anong klaseng krimen ang nangyari. Yan yung title niya. And then yung body, yun na yung nasa taas, yun na yung drawing. Sa bond paper sana, yun na yung drawing sa taas ng bond paper na makikita. Tapos mag-line lang kayo sa baba niya, yun yung title, tapos yung body, nandun na, naka-drawing na. And then number 3, the compass direction. No? Kinakailangan yan, the compass direction. It should be standard arrow to indicate the north direction. Ayan. It should be indicate the north direction. Paano daw malalaman the north direction on the position of the sketcher, kung saan siya nakatayo at saan yung north direction niya on the position wherein the investigator make his sketch. Of course, sabi diyan, to find the north direction without compass, no? So determine the east, no? Tingnan mo lang yung east on your left side. That is the north direction. Okay, halimbawa, on your left side, that is the north direction. So, indicate mo lang doon sa legend niya, no? O kaya ay sa compass direction niya, yung usually nasa taas, nasa right corner, yung compass direction kung nasaan yung north. And then, next is the nature of the case. Whether committed yan or you discovered the crime scene 1 day after, 2 days after, o kaya ay immediately you respond immediately, so ilagay mo lang yung nature of the case and kung ano yung situation ng biktima, situation ng crime scene, and then location also of incident, okay, kung saan nangyari. Ayan, nakalagay din dyan. The date and time of incident, kung alam mo, paano mo malalaman yan? That will be based on the eyewitnesses kung meron kang mga eyewitness. And then, the name of the victim, okay, kung alam mo, kung may nakakakilala, okay, kung minsan hindi alam ng mga investigador kasi nga, hindi alam din ng mga tao na nandun. Name of suspect, mas maganda kung may mga nakakakilala. And then, of course, do not forget the legend. No? Halimbawa, naglagay ka sa sketch mo, naglagay ka ng A, yung biktima, yung dead person, yung biktima, nakalagay sa legend niya, makikita naman sa baba, yung A, siya yung victim. Okay, yung 1, yun yung knife. Yung 2, yun yung cellphone sa right side niya. Ayan. So, those are the legend. Yung legend, ini-explain niya kung ano yung mga nakadrawing doon. Also, we have the serial number, signature ng investigador, and of course, to include the date and time of the sketch made. Kung kailan at anong oras natapos yung sketch. Ayan. Yan lang naman yung mga essential parts of sketch class. No? So, proceed tayo. There are some essential elements of sketch class. The number 1 is the measurement. Of course, important yan. Ilang centimeter, ilang inch or inches ang layo ng katawan ng biktima sa kutsilyo na ginamit. O kaya ay mga other evidence pa. Yung cellphone niya sa layo sa katawan ng biktima. Importante kasi yan, no? Bakit ba kailangan ito? Sir, bakit ba kailangan ng mga yan? Kasi sa investigation class, sa haba ng court hearing or court trial, nagkakaroon tayo ng tinatawag na reconstructing the crime scene, no? Reconstruct, lalo na kung palipat-lipat ang investigador. Okay, yung investigador na naka-assign, nalipat sa ibang lugar, tapos may pumalit, hindi niya na alam kung anong kaso yon. Di ba? So, kinakailangan niyang pag-aralan. Kailangan niyang i-reconstruct para makita niya, pag-aralan niya kung anong nangyari sa crime scene kahit hindi siya yung unang investigador sa kaso. Next is essential items. Of course, mga importanteng mga bagay na nandun. Kung yan ay stabbing incident, of course, kutsilyo, cellphone, at mga iba biktima. Di ba? And then, scale of proportion. No? So proportion lang, scale, estimate. Kung wala kang tape measurer, Okay, scale of proportion. Kaya nga scale of proportion. Okay? So sabi diyan, meron tayong guide diyan, the scale of proportion is 1:50. Anong ibig sabihin? Yung 1 inch class is 1 inch in the sketch measurement is 50 inches. So kung dalawa, di 100 inches na. Eh sir, pwede bang gamitin namin na 100? Pwede bang gamitin namin ang meter? Pwede. Pwede, class. Pwede yung gamitin nyo ng meter kung yun ang sukatan. Time and date, this includes the exact time of preparation of the sketch, but most importantly, the time and date of the occurrence of the crime should be recorded. So yan ang essential parts of sketch. Okay? So, there are also specific kinds of sketch class. We have the sketch of locality, sketch of the ground, and sketch of details. Pag sinabi natin sketch of locality, within the vicinity of the sketch of locality, it deals with the vicinity of the crime scene in relation to the environment, to include neighboring buildings, neighboring structures, or means to access leading to that scene, to that area. Sketch of the ground naman, it is the kind of sketch which illustrate the scene of the crime with the nearest physical surroundings, no? Such as room adjacent, katabi niyang room, no? Halimbawa, dito sana, no? Yung katabing room, kay na-include sa sketch. Okay? Sketch of locality, no? Yung katabing building. Sketch of the ground, katabing room, no? Sketch of details naman, it is the exact place where crime was committed. Okay, that is sketch of details. Now, what is evidence class? No? Evidence is the main sanction by these rules. What is these rules? These rules mean section 1, rule 128 of the rules of court. That is mean by this rule of ascertaining in a judicial proceedings the truth respecting a matter of fact. That is called evidence. No? So kung ano yung totoo, no? Yun yung mga ebidensya. It is a judicial proceeding that you are showing the truth respecting a matter of fact, yung totoong nangyari. Okay? So ano ba ang mga weight and sufficiency of evidence class? Alam niyo ba, class, na mayroong pinakamataas na klase ng evidence? Okay? The quantum of evidence. Meron tayong pinakamataas. Ang pinakamataas is the proof beyond reasonable doubt. Weight of evidence needed in criminal case. Proof beyond reasonable doubt. Beyond reasonable doubt. Walang alinlangan, walang duda. No? Ikaw nga yung gumawa ng krimen. Ni prosecutor, ni abogado, ay iprove niya pa rin na ikaw nga yung gumawa ng krimen. Proof beyond reasonable doubt. Kahit na umamin ka na, ang gagawin niya pa rin, magte-testify pa rin siya or sasabihin niya pa rin na i-convince niya pa rin si judge during trial na ikaw nga yung gumawa ng krimen. Ano naman ang circumstantial evidence? O kaya ay yung preponderance of evidence. This is the evidence required for civil case. Not on the amount of evidence, but it is the weight or yung bigat ng ebidensya. Minsan, magkasama ang criminal case sa civil case. Ang criminal case is yung crime na ginawa mo. Halimbawa, pinatay mo si Juan de la Cruz. Pinahospital nila, okay, pero namatay pa rin. Pinangpalibing, no? Those are mga civil damages na pwedeng i-file sa'yo. Okay, di ba? And what about the substantial evidence? This is under the administrative case naman ang substantial evidence. Okay, administratibo. Okay, just like in violation of the civil service o kaya ay violation of labor code. Okay, Yan, mga administratibong kaso yan. Kung ikaw ay empleyado, kaya ay ikaw yung nagpapatrabaho, mga administrative case. Ang kailangan lang dyan, class, is the prima facie evidence or substantial evidence. Ibig sabihin, may substance, may katotohanan. Kaya nga ang tawag dyan ay prima facie evidence. Bakit? Ano ba ang prima facie evidence? Ang Latin term, that is a Latin term, ng ibig sabihin ay at first glance. Ibig sabihin, sa unang tingin mo pa lang, kaya batayan na violate or binviolate mo yung karapatan ng iyong empleyado. Okay? So yan ang ibig sabihin ng prima facie evidence. Meron tayong kinds of physical evidence, class, no? Ito rin ay klase ng evidence. Ang physical evidence is any material found at the crime scene. Meron tayong corpus delicti. What is mean by corpus delicti, class? This is the body of the crime. Pero, tanong, ito ba ay katawan ng biktima, ang corpus delicti? Is this referring to the dead body of the victim? The answer is no. Corpus delicti, class, is a body of the crime or the crime itself or the crime scene itself. That is the corpus delicti. We have also the associative evidence. Okay? It means this is fingerprint. Example of this is the fingerprint. Shoe prints that will link to the suspect. Tracing evidence, class, these are articles which assist the investigator in determining the culprit. Just like personal belongings, no, ng criminal. Nahulog yung cellphone, nahulog yung panyo, nahulog yung mga ID. No? Kaya yung mga ID na yan na nawawala, report nyo kaagad sa police station, baka gamitin pa yan. No, di ba? So, ang example ng mga yan ay under tracing evidence. Okay? So, what are the classification of evidence, class? There are classification of evidence. Meron tayong tinatawag na object evidence or real evidence, which it means that it needs to address the senses of the court. Ibig sabihin, kailangang tingnan ni korte, no? Yung ebidensya. Example, may nangyari ba talaga na krimen? Di ba? May nangyari ba talaga? Yes, Your Honor, meron. Saan nangyari yan? Doon, Your Honor, sa Centro 3. Sige nga, Centro 3. Sige nga, puntahan natin. Isang example ay yung crime scene itself. Okay? Kasi nga, hindi mo pwedeng ipunta yun, idala yung crime scene sa korte. No? Kinakailangan nilang i-inspect, i-ocular inspect kung totoo nga. Next is documentary evidence. Of course, ibig sabihin, document. No? Halimbawa, yung titulo ng lupa, may hawak kang titulo, may hawak din na titulo yung kalaban mo. E di parehas na kayong may titulong parehas. Sino ngayon ang genuine at sinong peke? Di ba? So, yan. Those are under document evidence. We have also the relevant evidence. No? So, sinasabi natin relevant, yung evidence mo na yan, if having any value in reason as tending to prove any matter probable in an action. That is called relevant evidence. No? Yung mga ibang mga evidence, kinds of evidence, class, yung prima facie, na-discuss naman na natin, no? Physical evidence, na-discuss naman na natin. Okay? Kindly read na lang, class, yung mga, diba? Okay? So, that's all for today and see you next video presentation.